हाय वेलकम स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वीडियो ऑफ स्कोर। हम फिर आ गए हैं एक नए वीडियो के साथ। आज का टॉपिक है क्लास 9th की बायोलॉजी। कल हमने क्लास 10th का भी देखा था, तो वो भी आप देख सकते हो क्योंकि कुछ कुछ चीजें सिमिलर हैं। सो टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अ मॉडल क्वेश्चन पेपर। इट्स अ मॉक टेस्ट ऑफ स्कोर एग्जामिनेशन। एज वी ऑल नो, स्कोर एग्जामिनेशन इज इंडियाज लार्जेस्ट स्कॉलरशिप टेस्ट। हम इसके बारे में बहुत वीडियोस बना चुके हैं, आप हमारे साथ बहुत टाइम से ये देख रहे हैं। So what are the perks of score? We already know. We have 2.5 crore rupees of cash prize pool if you do good in this exam. You can win the cash prizes, exciting gadgets, laptops, tablets and what not. And the most exciting part is the NASA trip. You can win a trip to NASA. आप NASA जा सकते हो, मार्स पे जा सकते हो, मून पे जा सकते हो। तो स्पेस में अगर आपको कोई दिलचस्पी है, if you're interested in space studies, you can surely opt for that option as well. And खास करके you have scholarship up to 100%. And वो कहाँ से? From an educational institute like Sri Chaitanya, which has 40 plus years of legacy of paving your ways to your dream colleges. उसके साथ साथ ये सारे बेनिफिट्स तो हैं ही लगे हाथ इसके पर्क्स, जैसे कि कंपीटिंग विद इंडियाज ब्राइटेस्ट माइंड्स, बिकॉज दीज आर द माइंड्स। ये वही बच्चे हैं जो अभी क्लास 9th में आपके साथ हैं। यही बच्चे फिर आपको मिलेंगे कहाँ? When you will be in your 12th standard after your school, जब आप कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम दोगे, जब आप जेई नीट या कोई भी नेशनल लेवल स्कॉलरशिप तो नहीं, तब नेशनल लेवल कॉम्पिटिटिव एंट्रेंस एग्जाम दोगे, तब यही स्टूडेंट्स आपके सामने आएंगे एज योर कॉम्पिटिटर्स। तो यू शुड नो हु यू आर कंपीटिंग विथ। तो अपने ओपोनेंट्स को नापना बहुत जरूरी है। ये एक हेल्दी कॉम्पिटिशन है, कोई रूथलेसनेस नहीं है, बस बहुत ज्यादा कंपटीशन है, बिकॉज द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु ऑप्ट फॉर दीज एग्जाम्स इज ह्यूज एंड द सीट्स इन द कॉलेजेस आर वेरी फ्यू, राइट? तो कैश प्राइजेस हैं, एक्साइटिंग गैजेट्स हैं, रिकॉग्निशन है, एंड उसके साथ साथ 100% स्कॉलरशिप तक आपको मिल सकता है फ्रॉम श्री चैतन्य। चलो आगे देख लेते हैं, ठीक है? तो डेट्स ये है, हमें पता है कि 28 सितंबर को है पहला टेस्ट। उसके बाद कब है? 28 सितंबर के बाद है 12 अक्टूबर। ये है हमारा सेकेंड टेस्ट। तो ये these are the two dates and we have the dates of registration here as well. I'll suggest you just hop on to srichaitanyascore.com and आज ही register कर लीजिए for the exam, क्योंकि ये आपके लिए बहुत ही important है, because these are your foundational years. इसी से तय होगा कि आगे चल के आपकी your preparation कितनी होगी और कैसी होगी, because these are the basic and foundational years. These will build your foundation for your better future. तो अभी अगर आपने रजिस्टर कर लिया and if you are in good hands and your preparation is taken care of by good expert hands, then you'll be definitely in a proper good nice college which will be your dream college, right? तो आज हम देखेंगे क्लास 9th की कंप्लीट मॉक टेस्ट की एक रिव्यू, जो कि बायोलॉजी के सब्जेक्ट पे है। तो हम देखेंगे कि पूरे बायोलॉजी में। गुड इवनिंग करमन वीर, तुम फिर आ गए हो, वेलकम बैक। तो ये वीडियो तुम्हारे लिए भी है, तुम देख सकते हो, क्योंकि मोस्टली ऐसे नेशनल लेवल क्वेश्चंस जो पेपर सेट करते हैं, जैसे ओलंपियाड हो गया, एनटीएससी हो गया, हमारा स्कोर एग्जाम हो गया, in all these examinations what's common is that they ask question on the basis of your knowledge. तो अगर ऐसा नहीं है कि क्लास 9th में एक टॉपिक आएगा वो 10th में नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं होता। few contents are always similar and they'll ask that what is your knowledge base, so they'll test your knowledge base। क्या आपकी फाउंडेशन स्ट्रांग है, क्या आपको क्लास 5th 6th 7th 8th की क्यूमुलेटिव नॉलेज है या वो भूल चुके हो आफ्टर योर एग्जाम। So these exams test everything about you, right? तो ये आपके लिए भी इंपॉर्टेंट है। आप अगर 8th 9th या 10th में हो, ऐसे जो क्लोज क्लासेस हैं 8th 9th 10th, उनमें कुछ चीजें सिमिलर आ जाते हैं। जैसे 8th के पेपर में 9th के एक दो क्वेश्चंस दिखने को मिल सकते हैं, मतलब कंसेप्ट पूरा 9th का नहीं है, बट थोड़ा 9th का टच मिल सकता है। वैसे ही 10th का भी थोड़ा टच इसमें मिल सकता है आपको, ठीक है? आगे बढ़ते हैं। तो ये है हमारा, आप एक बार स्क्रीनशॉट ले सकते हो। दिस इज अ चैप्टर वाइज ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट्स एंड इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स दैट यू मस्ट कवर फर्स्ट, एंड देन यू कैन डाइव इनटू द अदर सेगमेंट्स। तो फंडामेंटल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ में सेल स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शन, the organelles, their function and their structures, these are very 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 important. So all these cell organelles, their function and location, where are they present and what do they do, how do they help the cell in their functionality, in their normal functions. So organelles के सारे types, उनके structure and उनके function, ये अच्छे से करना है. टिश्यूज में अगर देखोगे तो प्लांट एंड एनिमल टिश्यू बोथ है, बट द स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शंस आर इंपॉर्टेंट ऑफ ऑल द टिश्यूज. परमानेंट टिश्यू हो गए, मेरिस्टेमेटिक टिश्यू हो गया, कहां कौन सा क्या टिश्यू में यूज हो रहा है, द लोकेशन, द साइट, व्हाई एपिथेलियल टिश्यू इज प्रेजेंट ऑन द लाइनिंग, what are the types of epithelial tissues. So these are animal tissues again. So all these tissues, which book we have to follow? See, you can follow the NCERT that you have. Other than that, go for the model question papers. Once you go for the model question paper of Sri Chaitanya score, you will be able to understand the depth of the question, and you can follow up that question and just prepare those on the basis of that. हमारे वीडियोस देख लो, इफ यू गो बैक इन दिस चैनल एंड वॉच द वीडियोस दैट वी हैव क्रिएटेड, आई एंड माय अदर फेलो टीचर्स हैव क्रिएटेड फॉर यू, तो उधर आपको मिल जाएगा सारे कंसेप्ट्स, वो देख सकते हो. एनसीईआरटी इज द की, उसको अच्छे से देखना है, एंड अदर देन दैट फॉलो मॉडल पेपर्स. कोई अलग बुक, ऐसी कोई अलग बुक आपको कोई हेल्प नहीं करने वाली, वो एक चीज है. दूसरा जो है, आप ऑनलाइन में जो मॉडल पेपर दूसरे टेस्ट के भी नेशनल लेवल टेस्ट के होते हैं, प्लीज ट्राई टू फॉलो दैट. हाई संस्कार, हाई कर्मनवीर, हाई संस्कार, हाई. सो वो है. डाइवर्सिटी इन लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स है, जिसमें क्लासिफिकेशन है, प्लांटे, एनिमलिया और की फीचर्स. ये सारे की फीचर्स पढ़ने हैं, बस की फीचर्स करोगे तो हो जाएगा, क्योंकि ऑप्शंस देख के याद आ ही जाएंगे, क्योंकि ये कोई बोर्ड एग्जाम नहीं है. दिस इज एन OMR बेस्ड मल्टीपल करेक्ट ऑप्शंस, multiple choice questions will be there, so you can easily identify the correct answer if you know few of them, right? Why do we fall ill? इस चैप्टर से हेल्थ एंड डिजीज के टाइप्स, कॉजेटिव्स, इन्फेक्शियस एजेंट्स, कौन कॉज करते हैं, क्यों कॉज करते हैं, पैथोजेंस, वेक्टर्स, ये इंपॉर्टेंट है. पैथोजेन कौन सा, वेक्टर कौन सा है, मतलब एक डिजीज दे देंगे, उसके पैथोजेन पे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, उसके वेक्टर पे क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, ठीक है. उसके बाद इंप्रूवमेंट इन फूड रिसोर्सेस में क्रॉप वैरायटी पे आ सकता है, एनिमल हस्बेंड्री पे आ सकता है, जिसमें टाइप ऑफ एनिमल हस्बेंड्री पढ़ना है, कौन से टाइप को क्या कहते हैं, ठीक है, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Other than that, nutrients and management, this is again very important. We'll see how the questions are there in the mock test. अभी हम 20 questions करेंगे, covering everything from A to Z. We'll cover every chapter and we'll see how they are framing the questions, and we'll try to dive in the brain of the question maker. So जो question पूछेंगे आपसे, वो कैसे सोचते हैं, वो हमें अगर एक बार decode कर लिया, तो we will be easily able to solve all the questions and understand how to study. तो आज हम देखेंगे पढ़ना कैसे है, ताकि एग्जाम में अच्छा कर पाए. दिस इज अ प्रिपरेटरी वीडियो, तो वैसा नहीं है कि हाँ मुझे आंसर नहीं आता तो मुझे कुछ नहीं आता, वैसा नहीं है. विल बी सीइंग दैट हाउ टू अप्रोच द क्वेश्चन पेपर एंड हाउ टू अप्रोच आवर स्टडी वर्क फ्लो, राइट. देखते हैं. सो ये कुछ टिप्स हैं, एक स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो, मैं आगे बोलूंगा नहीं, क्योंकि ये हमें पता ही है कि फोकस ऑन डायग्राम्स ऑफ सेल्स, टिश्यूज एंड द क्लासिफिकेशन चार्ट्स जो भी हैं, एंड जो भी पाथवेज हैं, स्टडी बाय पाथवेज फ्रॉम A to Z, पाथवे करके एरो देके लिख के मेमोराइज कर लो, बिकॉज पाथवेज आर वेरी वेरी ब्रूटली इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट. उसके बाद है थॉरो रिवाइज साइंटिफिक टर्म्स, फंक्शंस फ्रॉम द NCERT अगेन, एंड स्कोर स्पेसिफिक मॉड्यूल्स. ये स्कोर स्पेसिफिक मॉड्यूल्स वही है जो मैंने अभी बोला. प्रीवियस ईयर्स पेपर्स हो गए, मॉडल क्वेश्चन पेपर हो गया, जो लिंक अभी डिस्क्रिप्शन पे या पिन्ड कमेंट में मिलेगा, वहां पे जाके तुम एग्जाम पैटर्न और अपना ब्रोश्योर में से अपना सिलेबस देख सकते हो. उसके बेसिस पे जो भी नेशनल लेवल, ओलंपियाड लेवल क्वेश्चन तुम्हें मिलता है, जितने मॉड्यूल्स मिलते हैं, सब कर डालो, देख लो, अच्छा ही होगा, तुम्हारा कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप होगा. MCQ है तो एलिमिनेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, कौन सा आंसर गलत है, थाली में क्या नहीं लेना है, वो इंपॉर्टेंट है, rather than what to pick. Focus on key terms and practice case based, application based question. की कोई ऐसे क्वेश्चन पेपर्स में एक नेचुरल, एक नॉर्मल फिनोमेना दे देगा तुमको क्वेश्चन में. वो ऐसे लिख देंगे कि सुरेश इज देयर एंड ही इज सफरिंग फ्रॉम दिस, what might be the causative agent, what might be the pathogen, and whatever vectors, एयरबॉर्न डिजीज और कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज, ऐसे क्वेश्चंस पूछेंगे तो एक सिनेरियो दे देंगे, तो उसी बेसिस पे पढ़ाई करना कि ये केस बेस्ड, एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड अंडरस्टैंड करना. कंसेप्ट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. So understand the concept first. Oh, this is communicable and apply them while you are studying. Apply करना कि ये रियल लाइफ में कैसे होता है. जैसे कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज के बारे में अगर हुआ कोई टॉपिक, तो याद करना कोविड के टाइम में हमने कैसे ट्रीट किया था. आइसोलेशन हो गया, मास्क पहनना पड़ता है, तो ये कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज है, कंटेजियस डिजीज है, तो वैसे करना है. ये वेक्टर है, एयरबॉर्न डिजीज है. तो रियल लाइफ सिनेरियोज में डाल के पढ़ाई करना, तो पढ़ाई भी इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगा, तुम्हें समझ में भी आ जाएगा और भूलोगे भी नहीं, मेमोराइज भी हो जाएगा. ठीक है. शॉर्ट एंड लॉन्ग आंसर्स हैं, वो नहीं आएंगे क्वेश्चन पे, तो ये ज्यादा मत देखना. स्ट्रक्चर देखना कि कैसे इसको लेबल करूं, डायग्राम्स को कैसे, डायग्राम के लेवल्स पे भी क्वेश्चन आते हैं. डायग्राम दे देंगे, ए बी सी डी ऐसे लेबलिंग्स होंगे, ऑप्शन में देंगे कि कौन सा है करेक्ट पाथवे, ए ये है, बी ये है, सी ये है, डी ये है, ऐसा क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. प्रीवियस ईयर पेपर एंड सैंपल पेपर. चलो अभी देख लेते हैं क्वेश्चंस क्या क्या है, और ज्यादा नहीं इसको फैलाते, डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं और समझते हैं कि क्वेश्चन कैसे बना रहे हैं ये लोग. विच इज द स्ट्रक्चर एंड फंक्शनल यूनिट ऑफ लाइफ. ये एक मोस्ट बेसिक क्वेश्चन है फॉर एनी पर्सन जिसका बायो है. ये सबसे बेसिक क्वेश्चन है. तो ये ऐसे क्वेश्चन मैंने क्यों दिया है, क्योंकि डिफिकल्टी लेवल भी 1 से 20 तक हम इंक्रीज करते जाएंगे, डेप्थ भी इंक्रीज करते जाएंगे, और ये बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन है. Yes, C is the correct answer. Karmanveer is the correct. You gave the correct answer, right? Cell. ये कैसा क्वेश्चन है, फॉर्मिंग देख लेते हैं. देखो ये स्ट्रक्चर से भी है, फंक्शन से भी है, और ये एक फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन. दिस इज अ फैक्ट. इन योर एंटायर पेपर आपका सिर्फ बायोलॉजी नहीं होगा फ्रेंड्स. सो यू विल हैव गाइज टोटल पेपर में मैथ्स होगा, फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री, बायो होगा, और IQ भी होगा. So you have to compartmentalize your times. So time bound practice करो. OMR पेपर की प्रिंट निकाल लो. अगर घर में प्रिंटर नहीं है तो go for a cyber cafe or printing anywhere. Then just print out OMR sheets in A4 size papers. Yes, my hero, I am explaining you in English then. That's why, right? So please print out your A4 size papers. In your A4 size paper, print out OMR sheets. So time bound practicing is very, very, very important, because this type of tests, those are the online entrance or scholarship based tests, they will exactly test your memory, your consistency, and your time management skills. So you have to manage your time. That maths, in your math section you have to calculate more. So in your bio section and few parts of chemistry where your memory is being tested, in those places just get these questions done in a few seconds. Like ऐसे questions, this type of questions should not take more than 10 to 15 seconds of your time, because most of your time will be consumed in solving physics and mathematical numericals and also the mental reasoning or IQ portion, right? तो ऐसे करना है इसको. उसके बाद bacteria are classified as which of the following? Are they multicellular? सो ऑप्शन एलिमिनेशन करते हैं. तो बैक्टीरिया दिया है, वो फंजाई तो होगा नहीं है ऑब्वियसली. मल्टीसेलुलर बैक्टीरिया क्या हो सकता है? नहीं हो सकता ऑब्वियसली. तो इन दोनों में से कोई एक होगा. अब बताओ कौन सा होगा. हु कैन आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन? लेट्स सी. बैक्टीरिया इज व्हाट? हु विल से? करमन विल, यू कांट टेल द आंसर. ऑप्शन एलिमिनेशन करो इन दोनों में. प्रोकैरियोट का मैंने मतलब बताया था. कैरियन मतलब न्यूक्लियस, कैरियन मतलब न्यूक्लियस, राइट? तो उस बेसिस पे बताओ. Yes, A is the correct answer. My hero, you gave the correct answer, because pro means primitive. Pro means primitive or no negligible, and nucleus is there. So they are prokaryotic. That's why bacteria will be, yes, Karmanveer, it is prokaryotic. Eukaryotic means true nucleated. So bigger animals, higher animals are eukaryotic. Before that, everything is prokaryotic cells. Bacteria is unicellular, prokaryotic, not multicellular. Got it? Moving forward. Which cell organelle is the powerhouse of the cell? Again, an easy question. You can give the answer. No, yes, prokaryotic means simple single celled and eukaryotic means true. See, the word you means true, okay, true, okay, and carrion means nucleus. Carrion means nucleus, okay. So true nucleus is eukaryotic. Yes, Karmanveer, correct answer. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell because it produces ATP, which is the energy currency of the cell. Correct. Good. These are all factual questions. These are direct facts and you need not consume more than 10 to 15 seconds of your time in this type of questions, right? Moving forward. Plant cell walls are primarily composed of what? So this is what? This is a cellular cell-based question and also a structural question. They are asking structures. So please study the structures. What are these made up of? What are the components of these? That type of questions are being asked in the exams. So structures are important. Can you tell me? Plant cell wall, protein, starch, cellulose or lipids? I told the answer in the previous session. Last session mein I told this in another thing also. Like fungi has chitin in their walls. Fungi has chitin in their cell walls. So what do the plant cell has? बताओ, कोई बता पाएगा? Can you answer, guys? Guys, no? The correct answer, cellulose, correct. Cellulose is the correct answer and the herbivorous animals like cows and everyone like that. Yes, my hero. Correct answer. Those who eat the plants, they have cellulase. The ruminants have cellulase enzyme and that's why they can digest the cellulose in green plants. Understand? The ruminants means the cows and the cattle, ruminants, okay. The ruminants have cellulase enzyme that helps them to digest cellulose. Cellulose is the one which provides the structural support to the plant cell wall. Correct answer, Sanskar. Let's move on. Which tissue is responsible for transporting water in plants? Very easy. Tell me. Who can answer? Transport. So tissue, this is again a tissue level question. See, plant tissue. The question they're asking from plant tissue chapter. Analyze the question, guys. Don't just jump into the answers. Analyze the question. The question they have been asking is from plant tissues. I wrote miserably, so I'll fix that. Plant tissues, okay. The chapter part is plant tissue. See, from cell, now we are at tissue level. And the question is on the basis of the function. Of the plant tissue. Correct? Xylem and phloem fluid. Yes, Karmanveer. Yes, my hero. Xylem. Daily live. Yes, daily live. I come live for 2 days. For today, Thursday and Wednesday. So be on time. I come online. Like I take these live sessions. Wednesdays and Thursdays 5 p.m. 5 to 6. Okay. So plant tissues are there. इधर मिल रहा है और question में क्या पूछा है उन्होंने? Tissue से पूछा है और function पे है. तो सारे plant and animal tissues के on every my hero for you. In every plant and animal tissues question, please go through the structure and their location and their function. So the question they will just jumble this up. Sometimes they will ask the function. Sometimes they will ask their structure and replacing each another. So correct answer Karmanveer as well. Xylem is for water conduction because they have dead cells. Remember this, they have dead cells and that's why they themselves do not consume the water. They just carry it. And phloem, they carry the food. I spell food like this for you to remember. PHOOD, food, because phloem carries food. Collenchyma and sclerenchyma, these are again permanent tissues. Okay, remember these are permanent tissues. They are permanent tissues and they help in what? Structural support देने में करते हैं. तो collenchyma gives flexibility, okay, and sclerenchyma gives rigidity and stiffness. Okay, rigidity and stiffness. Remember this. So they are structural permanent tissues. Collenchyma makes the plant. Oh, your school, and you can watch the from 5 p.m. or you can watch the recorded session. This will be live, right? You can just search and you can go to it. Okay, so collenchyma gives flexibility and sclerenchyma gives rigidity and stiffness. Why? Because sclerenchyma has dead lignified cells. Okay, lignified cells. Lignin is present. Dead and lignified. Why? Because lignin is present. They cause the stiffness and rigidity of sclerenchyma, and xylem and sclerenchyma both have dead cells. Remember that. Okay, like करना समझ में आ गया? If you understand, give a thumbs up in the chat. I'll move on to the next question. Did you understand? I'll move on to the next question. Okay, give a thumbs up in the chat box. Let's see. चलो जल्दी करेंगे. Let's go. Okay, so the process of cytoplasm shrinking in a hypertonic solution. I told this about the hypertonic part. Hypertonic, I told you previously what is hypertonic. Hypertonic means solute concentration is very high. Solute concentration is very high in the solution. Solute concentration is very high. Solute concentration is very high. Correct? So either solute concentration is high, so they need water. Or solution to what? To balance it out. That's why when we place a cell in this hypertonic solution, the water, what will happen to the water? Apply your skills. This is a question of your thought. Yes, Karmanvir, correct answer is plasmolysis. What is plasmolysis? Plasmolysis is shrinkage of the cell. Correct answer. Plasmolysis is, if this is a cell, plasmolysis will occur and the cell will become shrinked like this. Shrinkage will take place. Why? Because water will come out of the cell. H2O. Water comes out. So if I place the cell here in a hypertonic solution, okay, so the water will come out of the cell. To balance it out. Water is needed, right? Remember? So that's why cell's water will come out and cell will become like this. It will shrink. Why? Because water, H2O, water comes out. H2O out. Okay, H2O comes out, and that's why from the cell the organelles will be there. Like this, the nucleus or the mitochondria or the endoplasmic reticulum or Golgi apparatus. The organelles will be there, but water will come out and the cell will shrink. Got it? Correct answer is plasmolysis. Correct answer. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, again remember one thing, lysis. The word lysis is common. Lysis means death or breakdown. Okay, like cell will break down or cell will die, so that is called lysis. So plasmolysis, the plasma part of the cell, which is the matrix, the cytoplasmic plasma part, that will come out of the cell in the form of solution to balance this hypertonic solution into an isotonic one. Isotonic का मतलब क्या है? The solute and solvent are equal in proportion. The concentration is balanced. Hypotonic is what? Where the solvent is much more than the solute in the solution. So hypotonic is where the solute is less. Solute is less, that is hypo, and hyper is where the solute concentration is high. And isotonic means, iso means equal, ISO. So in that condition, there will be no movement. Concentration gradient is not present because the concentration is equal. Okay, that is isotonic. Correct? Lysis means cell breakdown. So in the presence of acid, if the cell breaks down, it is acidolysis. And the plasmolysis case, we see plasma is coming out in the form of solution water. Moving ahead. Which of these is a non-living tissue? Again, I told you this. I told this to you 2 questions back. Non-living tissue. Non-living matlab kya? Non-living means dead. Dead cells. Dead cells form a non-living tissue. So which of these has dead cell? I told this 2 questions back. That make our plants stiff and rigid. So batao, Karmanveer, my hero. Yes, tell me the answer. Karmanveer, tell the answer. What is the answer? I told this 2 questions back that they have dead lignified cells. That's why they make. Very good teaching, sir. I really like it. Yes, thank you so much. If you like that teaching, just go and give the score examination. I am here teaching for you, so you will be here with us and we'll study together, okay? ऐसे ही तैयारी करेंगे, okay? Which of these is a non-living? C, B, my hero, not B. It should be C, right? C, because in the previous questions I said sclerenchyma has dead lignified cells. That's why they make the plants rigid and stiff. Because they don't have any life. They are dead and they have lignin present on them, and that's why the lignified layer, they make the plants very stiff and rigid, hard. And collenchyma make the plant flexible. So they have living cells. Collenchyma doesn't have dead cells. Xylem and sclerenchyma both have dead cells. Phloem is not a part of this, and parenchyma is another permanent tissue. Parenchyma does the storage part of it. Structure में उसका काम नहीं है, they do the storage part of it, okay? Understood? Flexibility is done by collenchyma. Sclerenchyma gives rigidity and stiffness, dead and lignified. Understood? Yes, Karmanveer, C will be the correct answer. Did you understand, my hero? What is your name? What is the real name of my hero? Yes, it's okay, we are learning, we all are learning, right? So did you understand now that sclerenchyma must have dead and lignified cells, and that's why they are non-living tissue. They give what? They give stiffness and rigidity. Stiffness and rigidity. Rigid. Okay? Got it? Yes. Let's move forward. Muscle to bone is connected by, this is a very tricky question. Tell me, this is a confusing. Hi Karthik. Tell the correct answer for this. This is a bit tricky question. Can you answer? No? This is a tricky question but a factual question. So ये जितने भी हैं, please try to remember everything like muscle to bone. I need water. इधर पानी नहीं है. एक second, 1 second, okay? So try to. My hero is saying ligament connects. Yes, Karmanveer, correct answer. That's what I asked. That what connects bone to bone and what connects muscle to bone. Muscle to bone, the correct answer will be tendon. Tendon connects muscles to bone. That's why they make the movement possible. Movement of muscle to bone. I don't know, but B. Yes, you know. See, my hero, see Karthik. You gave the correct answer. Muscle to bone is this, bone to bone is ligament, as Karmanveer said, right? Yahi hai. And epithelial tissues are present on the where? On the lining of the our tissues, right? Lining of the organs as well, the lumen and the lining of the like the esophagus, the gut, the organs. On the lining we have epithelial simple cells, epithelial tissues, and tendon connects muscle to bone, ligaments connect bone to bone. Okay, bone to bone. Remember this, right? Moving ahead. The smallest group of biologically classification. So biological classification में the smallest group, can you tell me? So this is a pyramid, right? I told this in previous class. In the pyramid we have kingdom at the top, kingdom, and then we have phylum like this, right? Kingdom, phylum, class. Yes? What is the lowest point in this pyramid? That is the question. What is the lowest point in the pyramid? Kingdom is not the correct answer because it is the largest part. It is the largest part, right? Then we have phylum, then we have class. So family, genus. I find new friend in this live class is Karman. Yes, everyone is friend. Karmanveer, you are the new friend of Karthik. Karmanveer says D, and D is again the correct answer. Very nice, because kings play chess, and then you remember this will be order, then we have genus, this is the genus, and then at the end we have species. So take a screenshot or remember this. We have something called this pyramid, which, this pyramid which looks like this, okay, which looks like this. We have the largest here, largest, and this is the smallest. Okay, so we have kingdom, phylum, class, order, genus, species, and species is the smallest group of biological classification. Understood? Kings play chess, one, right? Help us. Tell me, what is the trick you know, Karmanveer? Tell me. कौन सा ट्रिक जानते हो? Karthik wants to know. Tell us the trick. Keep plates clean or family gets sick. Nice. Karthik, you can use this one. We all can use this one. Keep plates clean or family gets sick. So इसका मतलब है K for kingdom, P for phylum, clean, C for class, or O for what do you call it? Order, and then we have family, and then gets we have genus, and sick means species. So K, P, C, O, F, G, S. Yes, understood. We all understood. Correct. Very nice. Very nice trick. Next, which phylum contains the organisms with the 3 germ layers and no true xylem? Xylem means body cavity, right? Body cavity means xylem. They are saying which of these phylum contains 3 germ layers. 3 germ layers means triploblastic, right? We have diploblastic, we have triploblastic. So triploblastic and no true xylem, body cavity is absent. Which of these is triploblastic, 3 germ layers, and acylomate? Acylomate means no body cavity. Remember these terms as well. They can ask question on the basis of terms. Pseudoxylem, acylum, these are very important. No body cavity means acylomate. Okay, acylomate and triploblastic. These are the 2 factors that they are asking for. One is the phylum should be triploblastic, and second, the phylum should be acylomate. Which of the following is that? Can you answer? Can you answer? C. Annelida will not be the answer because it has a body cavity. Body cavity is present. Arthropoda and mollusca. Mollusca will not be the answer again. It has a body cavity. It is a coelomate. It is a coelomate, body cavity present, and yes, tell me what is the correct answer. Karmanveer, can you tell me the correct answer? See, this part, let's ignore this part, only this part can give us the answer. Why? Option elimination is the first trick. So option eliminated, no. Correct? See, I will see how we solve this question even if we don't know the fact. Like Karthik or Karmanveer, if you don't know the fact, like, oh, I don't know because I haven't memorized this part, so I can't give the correct answer. You might think it like that. But it's not like that. Let's use our brains. Okay, let's see if I didn't know the correct answer from here. I didn't know the correct answer now. What would I do? I'll see they have asked that 3 germ layer and no true coelom. So body cavity is not present. So this is an annelid. Annelid looks like this. It's a rod shaped one. Annelid. It has a body cavity obviously. Mollusks and arthropods will obviously have body cavity, and I don't know whether they are diploblastic or triploblastic. Yes, B is the correct answer. Why? Because platyhelminthes means flatworms. They mean flatworms. Flatworms do not have any body cavity. They are flat. Flatworms. They do not have any body cavity. They are flat in nature, right? Flatworm. So platyhelminthes is flat because they do not have body cavity. So obviously no true coelom will obviously be one option. Other 3 have a body cavity. So you don't even need this part. Triploblastic part is confusing and do not need that. Only body cavity can solve this question. But for now, because the options are like that, because options they gave it like that, but you should know the points and facts correctly. So triploblastic acoelomate is platyhelminthes. Okay, understood now? Did you get how to solve these questions if you don't know the answer? If you don't know the answer, you have to guess the most prominent one, and that is like this. Flatworms will never have a body cavity. Obviously flatworms will never have a body cavity because they are flat. They cannot have a hole inside them like a cavity, a long cavity inside them, right? No coelomate, no lumen. Okay. The cell theory was given by whom? Cell theory was first given by whom? Again, a factual question. Factual question. Testing your memory. Just give the correct answer very quickly. Tell me. What's the correct answer? Tell me fast. B. No. Yes, you are correct. B is the correct answer because Robert Hooke discovered cell from the cork cell. Remember, not A. I knew, Karthik, you can say A. I was also thinking A because they have asked cell, but it's cell theory. Cell theory was first suggested by Swan and Sladen. You know Swan cells. That is the cell theory. Robert Hooke discovered the first cell in cork cell. Remember? And Darwin, he said the theory of evolution, father of evolution, right? And Pasteur, what did he do in evolution? Pasteur opposed the spontaneity. Spontaneous theory of life, that was opposed by yes, that is the cell theory. Exactly, Karmanveer. Okay, Karthik, the cell theory, what Karmanveer has written is absolutely correct. He said, what they said, cell theory means one living cell will be there, pre-existing, and new cells are made up of from the fundamental units of those living organisms, and that is a cell theory. Cell se cell ban raha hai. That is cell theory. But Robert Hooke discovered first living cells in cork. He didn't suggested the cell theory. They suggested the cell theory. This is a process, a concept that they have suggested. But Robert Hooke discovered the cell. Okay, discovered cell. and Darwin is the father of evolution, and Pasteur opposed this the spontaneous forming of life theory, spontaneous theory of life, which says life formed naturally, spontaneously from all these minerals and elements present in this universe. Life formed spontaneously like that by having a biochemical reaction. That was spontaneous forming of life, but Louis Pasteur opposed that. Okay, factual question again. Next class I have again next Wednesday, I guess. Next Wednesday I'll come back here 5 p.m. If you come back, I will be here. Wednesdays and Thursdays I take these classes. Okay, antibiotics generally act by what? What is the process by which antibiotics function? How do the antibiotics जो हम खाते हैं, the antibiotic tablets that we consume when we are sick, how do they work? Can you tell me? Do they directly kill the bacteria? Do they block the biochemical pathways? Do they suffocate the bacteria? Or do they neutralize the toxins? Toxins means the negative elements or the, जिसको जहर type बोलते हैं, the negatives that can harm our cell. Chinna Patel, you are back. They are used as vaccine is different. In vaccines, they are used by killing the bacteria in a weak form. A weak form of the vaccine is of the pathogen is injected in the bloodstream of the patient, of the person, and that will create antibodies to that antigen, because that is an antigen, and antigen antibody reaction makes the stability, which is the immunity. Our body makes antibodies against the antigens. So antibody is the one which protect us from the harmful antigens. So in vaccination we inject the weak antigens in the body, and to that reaction our body will produce the antibodies and memory B cells. These memory cells will, what do you mean by memory cells? They remember you. That, oh, that antigen came once, I know him very well, he is not good for our body. Next time when he will actually come, the antibody is already there. We already are prepared. Oh, he is a bad guy, throw him out, throw him out, throw him out of the body. That's how that's how vaccination works, by preparing antibodies. Here we have B correct answer, what Chinna Patel said. That's by blocking the biochemical pathways, so the bacteria can't even reproduce or develop or throw or act in our body, right? Yes, also these are done by the vets, the doctors of the animals, right? Used in medicine, antibiotics are primarily used in medicine to fight infection, and certain antibodies, yes, are used in the preservation of freshwater fishes, and they are also added in animal food to prevent infections. Yes, correct. This is also correct, but antibiotics are blocking the biochemical pathways of the living pathogens and the microbes. That's why they can't even function properly, and they can't even destroy your cells or ruin your health. Correct? Correct. Direct killing of bacteria is not done by them. Suffocating bacteria is a very lame word. It's basically blocking the biochemical pathways itself, and neutralizing toxins is not by antibiotics. Okay. Which pigment? This is very easy. Tell me. Who can tell me? Chinna Patel, Karthik, Karmanveer. Who will tell me? Tell this question. Answer this fast. Which pigment causes the green colored in leaves? Very easy. Very, very easy. Tell me. Can you tell me? Where are you guys? Correct. Chlorophyll is the correct answer. It is present in chloroplast, and it is green in color, green color pigment. Chromoplast and xanthophyll produce different colors. Carotene is orangish red or orangish red. Xanthophyll also turns red sometimes, xanthophyll red in the maple leaves and other leaves. So chlorophyll is green in color, and it is present in the chloroplast. It is responsible Yes, helps in photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is the pigment that conducts photosynthesis in the chloroplast, right? Chloroplast has that pigment. They have stromas, granas, thylakoids. You will study all these in your higher classes, and in our Sri Chaitanya modules we teach them in 9th as well, where chloroplasts have its functionalities and the smaller parts of it, like the thylakoids, the granum, the stromas, light and dark reaction. There are a lot of stuff in photosynthesis. You will study everything in your 11th standard, and chlorophyll is that pigment that causes, yes, green pigments. They are such as xanthophyll that imparts yellow color to certain foods. Yes, xanthophyll does red and yellow and other colors, like random colors. Okay, chromoplast and xanthophyll do random colors. Carotene is orangish red, orange or reddish in the middle of that. It's a spectrum of colors, so something like that. But chlorophyll is predominantly green. Next, plasmodesmata are used for what? Food storage. Tell me, fast. Plasmodesmata are used for food storage, cell division, internal communication, or DNA replication. Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Be quick. Let's see. चिन्ना पटेल, कार्तिक, करमानवीर, ये बताओ. Who can answer? Plasmodesmata, which are used for. C. Correct answer. Yes, Karthik. Yes, Chinna Patel. C is the correct answer. Yes, Karmanveer did the right approach as well, but did the correct answer, that food storage is not done by them. Food storage is done by the vacuole sometimes, or the parenchyma, as I said. Parenchyma tissues. Okay, they do the storage part, and also the vacuole sometimes. Vacuole, okay. The cell division is done by the centrioles. Centriole or what? We call it, no, ethylene does the, what do you call it? Ripening of the fruit. So which hormone does the cell division? Cytokinin. Cytokinin does cell division. Cytokinin is a hormone that does cell division. The word cyto means cell, and kinin is from kinesis. Kinesis means division. So cellular division is called cytokinesis, and cytokinin is the hormone that is responsible for cellular division in plants. Okay, internal communication is what? Two cells are like this, they are internally connected, so the substance are transferred. Transfer of substances. Okay, substances. This transfer is done by the plasmodesmata, which is the channel. Plasmodesmata, okay, which is a channels in the cytoplasm of the plant cell. DNA replication again is not by done any of them. Correct answer. I did very hiji-biji here. I am doing it properly for you guys. So two cells are like this, plant cells, so they will be transferring things like this. Okay, correct answer. C is the correct answer. क्लास 11 का लेक्चर कल आएगा. हाँ, सकता है, तुम चैनल फॉलो करो, क्लास 11 का क्लासेस भी आ जाएंगी. फिलहाल मैं तो इधर 10th और 9th पे ज़्यादा फोकस करता हूँ. 11th का मैं इधर ज़्यादा लेता नहीं हूँ. मैं 11th का भी आ जाएगा. कि कौन सा चैप्टर चाहिए तुम्हें 11th का, ये बताओ. कौन सा सब्जेक्ट का चाहिए 11th? व्हाट? बायोलॉजी. And if biology, which chapter or which subject? Tell me. Girth of the stem is increased due to what? Girth of the stem. Stem is like this. So the girth means it will grow on these sides, and it will grow. So the thickness will increase of the width basically. The width basically will increase. Width will increase. So what here? Which meristematic tissue? Which meristematic tissue will do it? Yes, Chinna Patel. मैथ्स के मॉडल पेपर अगर आपको चाहिए, यू जस्ट गो ऑन टू दी srichaitanyascore.com, go to class 11th and see which chapter you want. Trigonometric solutions and everything will be provided. You can find model question papers in that srichaitanyascore.com in your class 11th tab, and go under that, you will find everything there. ठीक है. Apical meristem is for top and root. This is called secondary growth. Exactly, every one of you gave the correct answer. Lateral, these are the lateral sides. Lateral means the sides, okay? Lateral means the side. So lateral meristem will make it grow in the width. Apical meristem will grow it in the tip. That's why due to apical meristematic tissues only, we see the phototropism, the tropism, elongation. So elongation, elongate, long, length, elongation. Elongation is done by apical meristem. Intercalary meristem is different, and epidermis is the skin, the outer coverings. The dermis means the coating. So they do not take part in the elongation. Okay, moving forward, you know everything. Japanese encephalitis virus enters the body through what? So they have given a disease, they have given the pathogen, now they have asked the vector. Vector means, is it airborne? Is it airborne? See, foul air. This is a practical question. As I said in the start of this session, I told this, they'll ask you about the in a natural and a conceptual way. So airborne, foul air, sharing food, so this is foodborne. Mosquito bite, this is vector borne, and drinking contaminated water, waterborne. So gave you all four. No, Chinna Patel, drinking water, no, it is mosquito bite. It is mosquito bite. Japanese encephalitis is a virus that is spread by a vector, which is carrier. Carrier of what? Carrier of the virus. Okay, encephalitis virus, and the vector is a mosquito. B, yes, yes, Karamanveer, mosquito bite is the correct answer. Drinking water is not a waterborne disease, not a airborne disease, not a foodborne disease. It is a mosquito bite, so it's a vector-borne disease. Let's see next. Leishmania. So a disease is this is not a disease. This is a vector. So it causes which one of the following? This is a vector. It causes which one of the following? Malaria, Kala Azar, dengue, or tuberculosis. See, dengue is caused by virus, tuberculosis by bacteria, malaria by plasmodium, Kala Azar by what? By another protozoa. Okay, protozoa. So these two are protozoa, but this one is Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium V. Okay, Plasmodium vivax causes malaria. We have dengue virus. We have tuberculosis. I don't know this one. The correct answer is Kala Azar, B. B is the correct answer. Leishmania is a protozoa that causes Kala Azar. Okay, will you remember this, Karmanveer? Leishmania, protozoa, Kala Azar. Done. Remember this. Malaria, Plasmodium vivax, which is another protozoa. Dengue is what? A virus. Tuberculosis is caused by a virus. Bacteria. ठीक है? Got it? आगे बढ़ते हैं फिर. Got it? Give a thumbs up, Karmanveer. I'll understand. Write down okay sir, or give a thumbs up or anything. I'll understand. This question, cells energy currency is what? Very easy again. Very easy again. Cells energy currency is what? Tell me. Cells energy currency is what? Tell me. What is the energy currency of the cell? Yes, Karmanveer. Yes, Chinna Patel. It is A. ATP, adenosine triphosphate. It is the energy currency. It is produced in respiration after breaking down of glucose of glucose by the mitochondria. Yes, Karmanveer, adenosine triphosphate is ATP, deoxyribonucleic acid is DNA. It has nothing to do with energy, so no. Oxygen has no role in this. It plays a role in the respiration, aerobic respiration, where oxygen is used for breaking down of glucose to form the ATP. So ATP is the energy currency of the cell, and it is produced in the mitochondria, and that's why mitochondria is the power house or energy house of the cell. ठीक है, produced in the mitochondria. चलो आगे देखते हैं. Which type of epithelial tissue lines the blood vessels? I told this previously. One of the epithelial tissues covers the outer layers, or not only outer, the layers of all the organs, of the vessels, and also what? Of the lumen, like the gut. I told esophagus, organ, everything has a epithelial tissue. So that is the covering of the outer layers of organs, vessels, lumen. Which one will be the following? Of blood vessels. It should be very simple, plain. Correct answer, Chinna Patel. B, simple squamous epithelium. Stratified means it has striations. We do not need striations in our blood vessels. We want smooth flow. Cuboidal, no. Columnar, no. Because we are, lining is there. It's a very thin lining. So it should be simple and squamous, like tiles of the floor. So it is like the tiles or the pavements of the floor. You remember that, right? So simple squamous means like this, the table. So they are just like a layer of tissue. They are forming a layer. So just a lining of the entire blood vessels. This lining is formed by the simple squamous epithelium. Last question. Nitrogen constitutes what percentage? Karthik says because it is correct answer. Nitrogen constitutes what percentage of our atmosphere? Tell me. हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर में कितने नाइट्रोजन है, कितना परसेंटेज का नाइट्रोजन है हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर में? Tell me. 28%? 50? Correct answer, Karthik. 78% is the correct answer, followed by oxygen. Oxygen we have after this, which is 21%. 21%. I had made a video in the Netflix channel as well regarding the oxygen and nitrogen percentage. If you know Netflix, we have a channel, Netflix Live. If you search, you guys know it, I know already. So Netflix Live, in this channel I have already discussed about the short form of this, right? So you can go through it and tell me if you like it or not. And here we have the finishing. Don't forget to register for score and tell me something, guys. Personally, did you have fun in this session? If you have fun, then please do subscribe, please do like and comment में spam कर दो. सौम्य सर ओपी जो करते हो तुम लोग. मैं चलता हूँ, मुझे पानी पीना है. I need to drink some water. Thank you so much for the class. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Exam dates are 28th September and 12th October. Go to the srichaitanyascore.com in the pinned comment and please रजिस्टर कर लो और बताना हमें. मैं फिर आऊंगा नेक्स्ट वेडनेसडे, नेक्स्ट थर्सडे, next Thursday. I'll come back 5 p.m. Okay, till then, see you, bye bye.